Welcome to Mile High Audits, where we strive to bring clarity to the foggy world of law enforcement. Today, we're peeling back the layers on a most pressing issue: police corruption in the United States. This is no small matter. It's a complex issue, one steeped in a lack of training, a misuse of power, and violations of constitutional rights. But remember, we hold the power. They serve us. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this murky issue. Imagine being tasked to enforce laws you barely understand. This is the reality for many police officers. To bring this concept closer to home, let's look at a parallel scenario. Imagine you're a doctor, but instead of spending years studying medicine, you've only had a few months of training. You're expected to diagnose illnesses and perform surgeries with the same precision and knowledge as a seasoned medical professional. Sounds absurd, right? Yet, this is the position in which we place our police officers. They are expected to enforce complex laws that even seasoned lawyers spend years studying and interpreting. Lawyers, who are the architects and interpreters of the law, spend a minimum of 7 years in higher education, studying and understanding the nuances of our legal system. They delve deep into case studies, statutes, and constitutional provisions, honing their understanding of the law's intricacies. On the other hand, police officers, the enforcers of these laws, typically spend only about 6 months in police academy training. This training focuses more on physical fitness, self-defense, and firearms training than on understanding the laws they are expected to uphold. In many cases, the legal education they receive is a mere overview, lacking the depth and breadth required to fully grasp the complexities of our legal system. This disparity in training creates a significant knowledge gap. And this gap can lead to misinterpretations and misapplications of the law. In turn, these missteps can result in unjust actions and violations of citizens' rights. Moreover, police officers are often put in high-pressure situations where they must make split-second decisions. Without a solid grounding in the law, these decisions can be skewed, leading to potential errors and injustices. So the question becomes, are we setting up our police officers for failure by not adequately preparing them to understand and interpret the complex laws they are sworn to uphold? When you consider this, it's not hard to see how the lines of legality can become blurred for those in uniform. With great power comes great responsibility, a mantra that seems to be forgotten by some in law enforcement. Here, we delve into the dark side of power, where it's misused and abused by those who are meant to protect us. Across the country, we've seen instances of police officers stepping beyond their boundaries, violating the very constitutional rights they've sworn to protect. From unlawful searches and seizures to excessive use of force, these actions are not mere anomalies. They are the symptoms of a much deeper systemic issue. Take, for instance, the case of an innocent pedestrian, stopped and frisked without any reasonable suspicion, or the countless victims of racial profiling, targeted simply because of their skin color. These are not just isolated incidents. They are manifestations of a flawed system that too often prioritizes power over justice. Furthermore, it's not just about individual officers misusing their authority. The problem is compounded when these actions are condoned or ignored by the system. When misconduct is overlooked, it sends a message that this behavior is acceptable, further fueling the cycle of abuse. In a society where we're taught to respect and trust law enforcement, these instances of power misuse can leave us feeling betrayed and fearful. It's a stark reminder that even those tasked with upholding the law can become its breakers. When those sworn to uphold the law become its breakers, trust in our law enforcement erodes. But let's not forget, the police work for us, the people. We are the ones who breathe life into the principles of democracy. We hold the power to shape our society and its institutions, including law enforcement. Our voice, our vote, our very presence can make a difference. It is our shared responsibility to ensure that those who wear the badge do so with honor, respect, and a deep understanding of the laws they are sworn to uphold. Staying informed and involved in our communities is key. Knowing our rights, understanding the law, and being aware of how it's being enforced in our neighborhoods is essential. We can attend town hall meetings, participate in community policing initiatives, and hold our local officials accountable. We are the changemakers, the torchbearers of justice. We are the ones who can insist on transparency, demand fairness, and advocate for reform. Remember, without us, the people, they would have no power. Let's use ours wisely. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Patriot Report, brought to you by Mile High Audits. As we've discussed, the power of change rests in our hands. But it's not enough to just understand our power. We must also act. Take steps towards shaping our society into what we envision it to be. Like this video if you learned something new today and share it with others to spread the word. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Keep yourself informed and involved because every small action counts. Remember, your voice, your vote, your presence can make a difference. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and as always, stay free.